Maradona, lo marcan dos, pisa la pelota Maradona, arranca por la derecha el genio del fútbol mundial, y es el tercero a tocar para Borruchaga, siempre Maradona, genio,
Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ballchat at the FIFA World Cup 2022. My name is Benton. We're going to take a look at Wales team, the Welsh team at this year's World Cup at Qatar 2022. We'll take a look at Wales and see the outlook for the Welsh team at Qatar World Cup 2022. Now, the Welsh team plays in Group B, and we can take a look at the other teams that also are competing in Group B. England, USA, Islamic Republic of Iran. So the Wales team is competing with those three other teams. Is it this time? Can the Welsh team make it out of the group? Is it the time for the Welsh team to make it out of the group stage? Let's take a look at the schedule for the Welsh team at FIFA World Cup 2022. Wales will kick off their group play against the US on Monday, November 21st. They will then take on Iran on Friday, November 25th, and they'll wrap up their group play against England. And that should be a feisty affair. I mean, definitely the English team definitely has more name recognition, but the Welsh team, I'm sure, will be up for a fight. Let's take a look at the Welsh team history at the FIFA World Cup. It's not a very long history, family, so we're not have to worry with ourselves. Wales have only competed in another World Cup outside of this one. They've only competed in the 1958 edition of the FIFA World Cup, and surprisingly, in 1958, they made it to the quarterfinals of the 1958 and finished actually 6th in the 1958 World Cup. So Wales only competed in one of the World Cups. So it's been a long absence from this World Cup. All right, important player for this Welsh team. If they're going to do something at this World Cup, it has to be down to this man. And of course, it's a team game, but it has to be down to this man. It has to be down to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale is a straw that stirs that Welsh drink. I'm sure there's Daniel James, who is a high-impact player. He's a high-energy player. Ethan Ampadu is also a high-energy player, a defensive player, not a high-energy player. Harry Wilson is also instrumental. But this player, Gareth Bale, is the best Welsh player. And come at me, anyone who wants to challenge me on that one, is the best Welsh player to have laced them up. And he's also the most important player for this Welsh team. If they're going to exit out of this group, Gareth Bale has to bring his A game. I mean, we saw what he did recently against Philadelphia Union in the MLS Cup final, right? He doesn't need a lot of time. He's around the goal, and he scored at the death to eventually secure a MLS Cup championship for his club, LAFC. And we saw the same thing at Real Madrid. A player who can, find goals at instrumental or critical times. So Gareth Bale is the most critical player for coach Rob Page team at the FIFA World Cup, this Welsh team at Qatar 2022. Just want to remind our listeners the schedule for Wales. They kick off their group play on Monday, November 21st against the USA. Then on Friday, November 25th, they'll take on Iran. They'll wrap up their group play on Tuesday, November 29th. All right, let's take a look at Welsh history at the FIFA World Cup. Like I said earlier, they've only competed in one other edition of the FIFA World Cup, and that was 1958, when they made it to the quarterfinal, defeating Hungary. Hungary scored 2 goals, and Wales was able to come back on a beautiful goal from the Welsh player just inside the 18-yard box to secure to tie the game up. And then deep into second half, the Welsh player broke away and was able to score. I'm showing some footage. Big up to SP873 for these images, for these video images, classic images. But the Welsh team, this victory over Hungary, secured the Welsh team passage at the 1958 World Cup. All right, just to remind you listeners, Wales play in Group B with England, USA, and Iran. The greatest Welsh player to have ever laced them up is Gareth Bale. They've only been to the World Cup since one time, and that was 1958. They kick off their World Cup schedule Monday, November 21st versus the US. Friday, November 25th, they take on Iran. They wrap up their group play against England on Tuesday, November 29th. Let us know your thoughts on Wales and how they will do. Will they make it out of this group? If Gareth Bale is healthy and this team with Daniel James, Ethan Ampadu, and Harry Wilson, they might pull a few surprises in the group play. All right, football family, connect with us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast. We're on Twitter at Ballchat1. We're getting ready for the FIFA World Cup 2020.